What is up? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my second NHL post-game recap, as I will be recapping the Coyotes 2-1 loss today to the New York Rangers. Do me a favor here, if you're new and you're a Coyotes fan, a hockey fan, Seahawks fan, Mariners fan, hit that subscribe button for me. Helps me out a whole bunch. 33 subs away from 2,500. Hit that like button as well. It's a free, easy way to help the channel. Thank you to everybody that's done that. And I hope you enjoy the content on the channel. The Yotes drop this one tonight, 2-1 to the Rangers. Listen, a tough game, tough start to the season for the Yotes with two tough road games against two playoff teams from a year ago with the Devils and Rangers. And listen, overall, after getting the nice win against the Devils, I didn't think the Yotes played too poorly tonight against the Rangers. Third period was about as bad as I've seen them this season. Other than that, I thought they hung in there pretty well. It would have been nice to try to get this game tied, get it to overtime, and at least get a point out of this one. Unfortunately, they're not able to do that, but I'll dive into it period by period and break down what happened tonight. Probably help if I brought up the box score. That might help out a little bit. And we'll go over the scoring recap in this one. Three goals overall in this one. Rangers, like I said, win it 2-1. Just pulling up the box score real quick here, guys. Sorry about that. Rangers struck first, 14-11 in the first period. Chris Kreider scored on an assist from Zibanejad, and it was just a perfect 2-on-1 for the Rangers. Nothing Ingram could do in goal. Ingram got the start tonight as the Coyotes are playing the first game of a back-to-back, as they'll go to play the Islanders tomorrow night. Kreider gets his fourth of the year already. Like I said, 2-on-1, nice breakaway from the Rangers, and they end up getting the goal and going up 1-0. Coyotes had a power play in the first period. Pretty good puck control overall during the power play for the Yotes, but not a lot of good looks on goal overall in their first power play. Rangers also had a power play in the first period. Pretty similar to the Yotes, looked pretty good puck movement. Thought the Rangers had some better looks during their power play. Yotes penalty kill was not great tonight, but they did kill off that power play. I thought the Yotes came out pretty aggressive in the first period. That both games, they've looked solid early on. I will say it's a nice change of pace watching the team under Andre Tierney versus Rick Tocchet. I know Tierney's in his third year, but so he's been there a while. But I mean, the offense under Tocchet, it was so much dump and chase. Everything was a dump and chase for this team. Nice to see them coming out a little bit more aggressive in these games. Unfortunately, it didn't lead to any goals early on, but I did like the aggressive start. They've looked crisp, clean early on. They did against the Devils, and they did it today against the Rangers as well. Second period was actually a really nice period for the Yotes. They end up getting on the board with a Clayton Keller goal 5 minutes into the second period on a power play. Rangers controlled the puck early on in the second period. For about the first 3 minutes of it, they were in the Coyote zone the entire time. Crazy enough, though, and after the Yotes were able to get the puck back and get control, the Rangers didn't get a shot on goal till I think 12 minutes into the second period. I think it was on a power play. So the Yotes did a real nice job in the second period. Like I said, Keller gets the goal on the power play with the assist going to Nick Schmaltz and Logan Cooley. Cooley's third point of the year, his third assist, which was nice to see. And Keller, his first goal. Really good power play from the Yotes. Controlled the puck the entire time. I don't think the Rangers got a clear. They had the penalty kill team on the ice the entire time, just completely worn down by the Yotes, and they were able to get that goal late into the power play to even it up at 1. They actually got on the power play again right after that. Jack McBain made a real nice steal on the puck and a nice move to force, I believe it was a slashing penalty. Let me see if I can, it doesn't matter, but to get on the power play again. So it's the Yotes' third power play overall, the second of the period in the second period. And like I said, right after they got the power play goal, not as crisp on this power play. Not the worst power play I've ever seen out of the Yotes in my life, but just not crisp at all. No real good looks. They looked they were a little out of control. Skating was a little out of control, passing a little out of control, just not crisp, not a lot of good looks. Almost seemed like they were a little over aggressive on that power play as opposed to the first one where they were just moving the puck around solid, waiting for that good look. It almost seems like they got a power play, got one real quick, and they just wanted to put another one in the net. Didn't settle down, didn't take any real good passes and get the offense set up. So not a great power play there. Rangers get a power play in the second period as well that the Yotes are able to kill off. Ingram made a couple good saves on that one and saved a nice redirection as well and the Yotes end up killing it off. At the end of the second period, the Yotes get their fourth power play of the game. They get a 5-on-3 on that one, and there was a slashing penalty and then an unsportsmanlike penalty as well. The Rangers just kind of slapped the puck away there at the end out of frustration, and got to give a ton of credit here to the Rangers power play kill on that one. 5-on-3. That was really the killer there, and Shesterkin did a great job in goal for the Rangers tonight. He made a couple real nice saves on that 5-on-3, and the Rangers penalty kill just did a great job. Yotes had that 5-on-3 for about a minute and a half in the second period, and then I think about a minute 20, and I think about 40 seconds into the third period. Yotes controlled the puck through most of it. The Rangers were able to get one clear, I think, at the start of the third period. I think they won the face-off and were able to clear it out. Kind of the difference in the game was right there. I mean, you got to find a way to get that in the net there at the 5-on-3. Not great power play special teams tonight from the Yotes. They do get the one power play goal, which is good. But that's the X factor there. A couple other things I'll get into, but I mean, you want to look back on it. There's two things I'm going to touch on. Number one is going to be not scoring on that 5-on-3. And really, I don't think a lot of good looks. I'd have to go back and watch again, but I don't think they really had a lot of good looks on net there. Third period overall was bad for the Yotes. It was, if you include the three periods against the Devils, plus the overtime, the shootout, plus the 3 periods tonight, if you want to include those all as kind of different stages, you can call it the 8 periods that the Yotes have played this year. This was by far the worst they looked. No real good looks on net as far as shots go. Rangers end up scoring on a power play. Trocheck ends up getting a redirection in. Just an awful, awful penalty kill by the Yotes on that last Rangers goal on that power play. Ingram made two incredible, truthfully, Rangers should have scored earlier in that power play. Ingram made two incredible saves on that, and then the redirection just gets in. I thought Ingram did a nice job in goal. Nothing he can do there on that one, and that ended up being, obviously the killer. Yotes did catch a break. Zucker had a breakaway and ends up getting a penalty shot on it. But a really uninspiring penalty shot from Zucker. A very, very easy save there for the Rangers to hold it at 2-1. Like I said, as I'm just checking my notes here, like I said, just kind of an uninspired shot from Zucker. Shesterkin did a nice job there. I didn't think it was a very difficult save to make on the penalty shot, but still just not really any moves, just kind of tried to flick it backside there, and it didn't work, unfortunately, for the Yotes. And then towards the end of the game, final 3-4 minutes, Yotes couldn't even get Ingram out of goal. They finally did with, I think, about a minute and a half left. The Rangers just controlled the puck final 3-4 minutes. The Yotes could not get it into the Rangers zone. Got to give credit to the Rangers there. They controlled the puck. The best look the Yotes had with about 10, 12 seconds left, Keller sent one in front of the net to Barrett Hayton, and didn't really have a chance, but Hayton was there in front of the net. If he could have gotten a stick on it, may have been able to put it in and tie the game. But that was really the only look. Even with the extra man advantage, with the goalie pulled, the Yotes didn't really get any offense set up in the final 3-4 minutes. Like I said, a little bit there in the final 20, 30 seconds. And they, like I said, one decent look there, but that was about it. Just a really bad third period. The penalty kill was awful on that Rangers game-winning goal. I thought Ingram played well enough to win tonight. Just not enough offense overall. And then the Yotes, 4 power plays, including a 5-on-3, and only get the 1 goal. Just not good enough. So, like I said, disappointing not to at least get out of that with a point. It felt like a game that was winnable. Like I said, for the first 2 periods, I thought the Yotes, to an extent, kind of outplayed the Rangers a little bit. At least they were playing good enough to win this game. But the third period, like I said, that reminded me more of the old Yotes. That they looked outclassed in the third period. And the Rangers actually, I thought, had some chances to go up by a couple of goals, but Ingram made a couple nice saves, and they just couldn't get the puck in the net. But that's about it. It's unfortunate when you have game 1 of a back-to-back. You want to try and at least get a point out of the first one, because now you got to play again tomorrow night. You got guys a little tired and everything, so you're going to want to find a way to try and get a point tomorrow against the Islanders. Like like I said, 4-game road trip to open this season for the Yotes. They'll have the Islanders and then St. Louis, I think, on Thursday or Friday, and then the home opener Saturday against the Ducks. Is it the Ducks or the Kings? I can't remember. Ducks or the Kings for the home opener on Saturday. So listen, overall, I'm encouraged by this start for the Yotes through the first 2 games. Um, they go into New Jersey and beat a playoff team from a year ago. Now, granted, the Devils were on game 2 of back-to-back, but hey, so be it. And they skated with the Rangers tonight. I thought they hung in there and looked competitive. I mean, even the Rangers broadcast was talking about how this Yotes team looks much improved over what they've seen in the past. So, do I think this Coyotes team is going to be a playoff team this year? I think they can compete for a wild card spot. I think they might be in the mix. I don't know if I'd have them in there yet, but certainly encouraging to see. And Logan Cooley with 3 points to start in 2 games. We know how good the farm system is here. So, I think there's definitely a lot of reasons to be optimistic about this team. And I don't think you can be too mad with the start of the season. Going across country, playing 2 playoff teams from a year ago, you're 1-1 with 2 points. Not the end of the world to start this season at all. In fact, I'd say a pretty encouraging start if you're a fan of this team. So hope you guys enjoy these post-game recaps. I'll be honest, I follow football, basketball, hockey. Hockey is probably my least knowledgeable sport. So if I am saying something that's a little off, I certainly don't know hockey to say. I know it. I do pride myself on, I wouldn't come on here and talk about it if I didn't have some idea. But compared to football and baseball, it's probably like my least knowledgeable sport. But I absolutely love it, and I'm glad to do these recaps and talk about this. So you guys can be fair, like I said, hit the sub button. Going to try to do some hockey live streams. That might be an absolute disaster for me, but I'm going to try and do it. Might try and do the first Yotes Kraken game. That would be fun because I'm assuming most of my subscribers are Kraken fans, so that would be a fun one to do. So the Yotes dropped this one 2-1. Looking to bounce back tomorrow. I'll have the post-game recap up, and we'll see if the Yotes can bounce back and get a W tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time. Go Yotes. Peace.